Welcome back, my empresses, worthy empresses, kings, queens. Um, I apologize. I got a phone call. Um, we're gonna start Gemini over since we got interrupted, and I think that's only fair because I was in the middle of it. So I'm gonna put cards back in here, and we're gonna do this again. And maybe the same message will come out. Maybe something shifted with Gemini too. It's anything's possible. Anyway, everything happens for a reason, so let's get back into this. So, what is uh, Gemini currently working on in love? What is Gemini currently working on in love? Tower moment. So, yeah, it seems like it's going to be the same message. You've had a tower moment. Something has shook up your foundation. Something has taken you down. You've probably gone through the dark night of the soul, and maybe a collective message that seems to be coming out. Um, just something wasn't built right. Something had cracks in the foundation, Um, maybe, there were things happening, there were red flags going off, and you were just putting a band-aid over it, or somebody else was, and not dealing with the deeper issues at hand. And everybody does it. I do it. Everybody does it. We're all guilty. Um, but we can't change it unless we learn what it is. Um, it's trying to make things work because maybe on paper it looked good, but maybe it didn't feel good. Um, Constantly trying to redo something, and maybe you need to come at it from a different perspective. Look at things in a different way, or maybe it just wasn't working, you know. But anyhow, divine caused this tower. This was meant to happen, even though it feels like shit, and I know none of you want to hear it was meant to happen. That's the last thing you want to hear. I don't want to hear it when it happens to me either, but then again, I don't want something fake. So if divine is coming in to take it down, you know, divine's watched it for a while. God's watched it for a while and continued to watch it and continued to watch it, and sees that you're not happy. So he took it, he knocked it down to the ground so it can be rebuilt right. You can be rebuilt right. This is you. This is your temple. This is who you are. If something can come in and shake you, then he rebuilds you. He puts you on your knees, and you evolve. He rebuilds you in a different way. So it's not meant to be personal, and it's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to evolve you and grow you. So my heart goes out to anybody out there who is going through a tower moment, because it sucks. It does not feel good. And sometimes it can leave you with no energy. It can completely zap you. But you're going to make it through it. You're going to be okay. I promise you, you are. Um, you are going to stand back up. You are worthy. You can do this. So what is Gemini working on weekly? What are they currently working on weekly? Okay, we got the Three of Cups. So you want a celebration with something, you know. You want to be happy. Maybe you're getting together with some friends and talking things out, having a good time, letting your hair down. Maybe, after this, you come out of this, you're going to be letting your hair down more. You're going to be, wanting to get out there and mingle and, take back your life, take back your power. Um, for some of you, this could have been a third party. Third party interference could have been gossip. And third party does not mean they had to be messing around on you or whatever. Some of you, it could have been, Some of you could have had a third party. Could be you, could have been them. But it could also be family, it could be friends, it could be thoughts, it could be behavioral patterns, you know, negative self-talk. It could have been any of that. Fears. Um, so I feel like for the week you're working on like putting an ending to that kind of stuff if you are going through that. And you want to bring more of a celebration and you want to let your hair down. You want to, you know, feel free and start living again and start taking your power back again. Could have been listening to other people. They could have been listening to other people. But you're wanting that to end. Like you're tired of that cycle. What is Gemini working on for the year currently? What is Gemini working on for the year currently? Yeah. This year you're going to be cutting things out that don't serve you. You're going to be cutting things out that don't make you feel good. You're going to be cutting things out that don't feel right. You are going to beckon it forward. You are going to give them an offer because you have your hand out here. But you're already going to know the answer before they ever come to you. If you go within and you tap into your intuition and you listen to yourself and you listen to your feelings, you're already going to know the answer before they ever come toward you, before love ever comes toward you. You're not going to put up with the bullshit. You're not going to put up with the games. You're not going to put up with all the craziness this year. You're going to be quick to cut something out because you're very tapped in and you're going to see things a lot more clear this year. This is where you're currently at. Now this can shift, it can change depending on what you do, depending on what, you know, the other person does. It's never set in stone. But as it stands right now, you don't want any more of these tower moments. Like you're done with them. You don't want to have to keep going through this. You don't want any more third party energies. You want to see clearly. You want to tap into your intuition. You want to cut things out that don't serve you. And you may go cold. You may go cold during this. You may numb yourself out. You may go cold. But the only reason the Queen of Swords, and this can be male or female, tarot, you know, has no specific gender. But she becomes this way, or he becomes this way, because he's just been through so much. And it's tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. Things not working out constantly. Constantly having to pick themselves back up. They've been through a lot, but they've become a lot wiser and a lot more intelligent, you know. They've matured mind-wise, and they see things more clearly when they're coming at them. They feel the energies. They learn to trust that. They learn to trust that feeling. They learn to trust that inner, you know, intuition. Not overthink, because we can be overthinkers too. You know, this is an Aquarius sign too, and I'm an Aquarius, and I'm here to tell you we can overthink the shit out of things, you know, but it's tapping more into the intuition and listening more to your guidance than anything. So, what is Gemini's advice? What is Gemini's advice? Justice. And this is, you know, some of you, this could be, you know, something to do with legal or law or something like that, divorce or something like that, you know. But I also feel that this is getting justice for yourself, because you're not allowing this anymore. Like, you're putting a stop to it. You may be changing the way you look at things too. But all in all, Divine is telling you you're going to get justice. So that's your advice. You know, fairness, balance, justice, authority figures. He has the sword to cut out whatever doesn't serve you. So, okay. Cancer. What is Cancer currently working on? What is Cancer currently working on? Thank you. The Magician. So Cancer currently has all the tools that they need to create the kind of life that they want, to create the kind of love that they want. They have everything. As above, so below. So, you know, be very careful because you're manifesting right now, Cancer. Um, your thoughts that you're putting into the ethers, you know, are coming back and being grounded. They're being brought to earth. So you're manifesting things right now. You're making things happen. Know that you have all the tools that you need. Just learn which tools you need to use. Do you need to use the sword to cut things out or see clearly? Do you need to use the pentacles to become more stable, more independent? Not independent of a person, but independent within yourself, emotionally independent, you know, sometimes financially independent. Um, do you need to tap more into your emotions and your feelings? Um, do you need to get more in your passion? Take all four of these and balance them out and use all of them and know when to use what. When you're overthinking, learn to pull that overthinking back and get more into your feeling. Know what you're feeling inside, your emotions. Don't let things get out of balance, because when things get out of balance, that's when things get thrown off. We we call in what we think. So be very, very mindful of your thoughts. You know, try to keep your thoughts positive. Okay. What is Cancer currently working on for the week? What is Cancer currently working on for the week? Hangman. So you're in Hangman. You're trying to go within and get a different perspective. You are the Magician. Like I said, keep your thoughts positive. You want to think about something positive. Like, why do you feel that things happened the way they happened in the past? It had nothing to do with the other person, but the energy that you were bringing into it. Because what you bring in comes forward to you. You project that onto someone else. They project that onto you. So where were you thinking negative? Where did you start something in the past, but deep down didn't believe it would ever work out? You know what I mean? That's just an example. So you want to see things in a different light. What were you doing? And this isn't saying you were doing anything bad, but negative self-talk, you know, can create your outside world. So maybe you need to get a different perspective on that. But you've put yourself in Hangman. Something's happened that's caused you to put yourself in Hangman. And it could have been a trickster, you know, because the Magician also can represent a trickster, a player, a manipulator. So it could have been that too, you know. But you're currently working on this. That means you have all the tools you need. But you're trying to get that light bulb moment. You're trying to get that epiphany. You're going within. You're talking to God. You're being honest with yourself, and you're trying to get an epiphany moment before you move forward. So you are going to get it because your crown chakra is lit up here. And once that epiphany moment comes, once you see things in a different light, you're going to cut yourself down and you're going to move forward. Do not be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Okay, what is Cancer working on yearly, currently, for the year in love? What is Cancer working on currently for the year in love? I believe this is the battle. This is the Five of Wands. So this is also, you know, it's a battle, but no one's really getting hurt. It's like a practice, you know. But also, I believe Cancer is working on not battling with anybody, not beating themselves up. Like I just said, not overthinking, not negative self-talk. You know, working on keeping your thoughts more positive, not going back and forth in their head, tapping more into their intuition, letting, you know, letting things go, letting people talk, letting people battle around you and not allowing it to affect you. I believe this is what you're working on. Yeah, you've been very conflicted this year too, you know. Um, but also choosing your battles wisely, you know. Not battling everything, but choosing the battles that you need to put your time and your energy into, and your fire and your passion. So, what is the advice for Cancer? What is the advice for Cancer? The Wounded Warrior. So, the Nine of Wands. I mean, you've been through it. You've been through the ringer, you know. And this year, I believe you're working on, you know, coming out of the Wounded Warrior feeling like you're wounded all the time, feeling like you're left out, you're abandoned, you can't trust. I think this year you're going to be learning to trust yourself. Know that you can, know that you abandon yourself. Learn how not to abandon your own self, your own dreams, your own goals and wishes, and your own heart. You know, learning not to abandon your own heart, because you've been wounded. You know, you've been guarded, you've been shut down. You went toward love, but you've also kept yourself shut down while doing it. This is saying that, you know, you are the wounded warrior. You need to go on the journey. See, he's got one wand in his hand, the Fool's Journey. You need to go on the Fool's Journey. You're healing. He's got a bandage around his head. He's healing. But he's not down. Like, he's still standing there. He's not on his knees. So, you're learning that you're stronger than what you thought you were. And all these battles, all these wands back here are the battles that you've won. You may not have won every one of them, but it's all the battles that you won. And it's not about winning the battle. It's about winning the war at the end, you know? So, they're telling you not to be too hard on yourself, and not to beat yourself up because you're beat up enough. And they're telling you to take your power back and go on that Fool's Journey. Relight your spark. Relight your fire. Take a risk. So, as it stands right now, that's where Cancer is. Okay. What is Leo currently working on in love? What is Leo currently working on in love? And this may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, you know, don't take it. It's not your story. It may resonate with somebody else. I'm doing a reading for the collective. It's not personal reading. So, just take what resonates in it. Leave the rest. Maybe the next time I come out, that one will match your story. Things are always changing, so nothing's ever set in stone. Leo, you are getting clarity, getting clear, cutting out the things that no longer serve you. You're getting a bird's eye view. You're currently working on getting a bird's eye view, seeing the truth, knowing the truth, bringing the truth. This is divinely guided, you know. Divine is bringing this in, bringing you clarity, bringing you a new fresh start, a new beginning, a new truthful beginning. Being more authentic, being more of your authentic self, you know, wanting authentic people around you. So, what is Leo working on for the week in love? What is Leo working on in the week for the love? I also heard the skies are clearing up, so things are clearing up for you. Starting to see things more clearly. Dark days are ending. Currently. That's what's going on currently. Like the shadows are being cast aside. The light is coming out. What are they working on currently for the week? Leo, currently for the week in love. Knowing your value, knowing your worth, holding back when you need to. You could be also working on someone else who is holding back, you know, out of self-preservation, out of, you know, fear. You could be a little skeptical about going forward. You could be a little nervous, so you're kind of holding back. You're kind of watching and checking things out, kind of studying things first. You're not making any quick moves right now. You're sitting on your value. You're sitting on your worth. You may be saving your finances. But you are eyeing someone or something. So that's what you're working on for the week. What is Leo working on for the year currently? What is Leo working on for the year currently? Thank you. Yeah, bringing that truth. Oh, man. Bringing that truth. I've got all kinds of interruptions. Something doesn't want this reading out. You're bringing the truth. Because, see, there's the sword. He's rushing in with the sword. So there may be a truth coming to you quickly, too. Very fast. Something that's going to clear things up for you. Maybe something coming in is going to cause you to cut something out. Or you're doing this, you know, with someone else. Taking the truth to someone else for the year. So what's Leo's advice for the year? I gotta figure out a way to plug this in. What is Leo's advice for the year? You're doing right now what you're supposed to be doing. You got a double. Ace of Swords. So you're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Divine is there for you. Divine is protecting you, bringing you clarity, bringing you truth, telling you to put your truth out there, to be clear when you speak or sing or create or whatever it is you're doing. Be authentic and bring nothing but the truth and clarity. Be clear. Also on this is the olive branch. So you may be offering a peace offering to someone. Maybe a peace offering to yourself, you know. And the palm front, which represents sacrifice. So there's something you're sacrificing to bring this truth forward. But it is divinely guided. So you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. They're telling you to keep doing that. Not to give up, to keep doing that. So, give me a second. Interruptions. Charging. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. I apologize for all the interruptions. Like I said, something doesn't want this message out. Something is trying to stop me. Also, a lot of you could be having, you know, challenges and obstacles thrown in your way. Distractions, things that's trying to stop you on your path. Just keep moving forward. Okay. Virgo, what is Virgo currently doing in love right now? What is Virgo currently doing in love right now? Currently doing in love. Taking the Fool's journey. So you're taking a leap. You're either being a fool, which I mean we all can, or you're taking a leap. And you have someone loyal by your side because you have the dog. There's loyalty there. You're trusting that divine is going to catch you. You're going to jump off this cliff. And you're trusting that divine is going to catch you. You've learned a lot. You got a lot of lessons in this bag. A lot of knowledge that you've gained. You're not carrying the pain and the resentment and the agony and the sadness and all of that with you. You're carrying the knowledge forward with you. Now, when you go forward, make sure that you apply the knowledge that you've learned from the past. So, but you're just jumping. You're trusting the divine has you. That's good. You're taking a risk. You're doing something different. That's what you're currently working on. What is... Okay, I didn't even get it out. So, I was asking, what is Virgo currently working on for the week? And you got the World. So, the World, you know, it's kind of a completion of something old, kind of, and bringing in a new world, seeing things differently, knowing that you are the creator of your own world, getting all of your elements, you know, balanced. Could have been working on your health, getting your health balanced, and getting your finances balanced, getting your emotions balanced, getting grounded, um, getting your fire relit. This has a lot of growth, so there's nothing but green in that. So it has the potential to grow. You also are having the strength, you know, the strength to move forward past your fears. You're also seeing things from a different angle, the bird's eye view. The bird here, the deer, it's kind of renewed purity is what I always get off of the deer. I don't know if that's what that means or not. You can Google it and see what the spiritual meaning of deer is, or buck. But, and seeing yourself from a higher point of view. It's getting out of your head. Okay. What did I do? Yeah, that was for the week. Okay, what is Virgo working on currently in love for the year? What is Virgo working on currently in love for the year? Wish fulfillment. You're healing. You're learning a lot of knowledge, and you're going to be pouring that knowledge out into the world, into the waters, into the ground, into other people. You are being, your stars are aligning. You are being divinely guided. You are being vulnerable, you know, and you do have to be vulnerable to take a risk, to leap in a different direction, to try something new. So, wish fulfillment and healing coming in for Virgo. That's what they're working on this year. They want their wish, they want their dreams, they want their goals. So, what advice does Divine have for Virgo? What advice does Divine have for Virgo? Oh no, I'm not taking all them. One card. Transformation, I saw that. So that really popped out to me. So yeah, you're going through a transformation. Death and rebirth. Death of the old you. Birth of the new. What is Virgo currently working on in love for the year? You're walking away from things that no longer serve you. You're walking away from things that no longer make you feel good. You're walking toward the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is when you realize that nothing outside of you completes you. Not finances, not things, not people. You are already whole and complete. They only complement who you already are. You're listening to your intuition, and you're walking away. Now, these cups here, all of this is the past, these situations, they did mean something to you at one time. You loved every one of them at one time. You carefully stood them up. Like, they're not laying on the ground. They were precious to you. You stood them up. But you feel like something's missing, you know? There's just something not right. There's something missing. There's something more. You feel like there's something more. So you're going on this fool's journey to go find out what that is. You know? You're not fulfilled where you are. So you're going on the journey, and you know, you've got your staff, you're getting your passion, your creativity back. You're headed towards something different. And once you come to the Nine of Cups, and be careful because you can overindulge with the Nine of Cups too. Don't overindulge in things, you know, try to keep a balance. But once you come into that and you realize that you have no lack, there never was any lack, it was a belief system that you were believing in that wasn't true, then your Ten of Cups will come right behind it. Everything you wanted, you know. So, moving on to Libra. What is Libra currently working on? What is Libra currently working on? Thank you. Libra may have options right now. Libra needs to be discerning what option they choose, because whatever option you choose chooses you. That becomes your soul contract. And it depends on what lessons they've learned from the past and what baggage they're bringing forward, and what lessons you've learned from the past and what baggage you're bringing forward. So be very careful and very mindful of what you choose. I mean, there's a butterfly in one of these cups. So it could be another tower moment, you know, meant to transform you. Depends on what you pick. You could choose finances. There's coins in this one cup. So you could choose your stability. You know, you could choose not to go for love. You might walk away from the idea of love altogether, and you might go more towards your stability. Wait a minute, this is Libra. So I don't know why I picked that up, but you might have something to do with a Virgo too, because that was off of Virgo's reading. So I don't know. Anyway, you could see illusions, you know, rainbows, illusions, rose-colored glasses. Be very careful of that. Either way, you know, just be careful of what options you choose. You could go toward career and not love. You could go toward love and less stability. I mean, or you could try to balance out a bunch of different things, but, you know, don't take on too much is what I heard. You are the magician. You can create your own world. The magician is in this card. So, what is Libra working on for the week? Yeah, you need to get more of a balance over your life, over the things that you're doing, what you're giving your time and energy to, I heard. So, try to keep that more balanced this year. But that's what you're currently working on. Even if you don't know that's what you're doing. What is Libra working on currently in love for the week? A Knight of Cups. So you're wanting to bring an offer to someone, or you're wanting to accept someone's offer. That's what you're working on. Getting yourself to the point where you can open back up and accept this offer or give this offer. At a standstill, so you're kind of looking at it. So you might be a little bit in your head, kind of back and forth a little bit, but you're studying it, you know, you're really studying it. And I feel like you're studying your emotions and your feelings too. Because you are wanting to offer this out to someone. You are wanting to receive it. So I feel like Libra is opening their emotions back up. Okay, what is Libra doing for the year currently in love? What is Libra working on currently in love for the year? A Knight of Wands, so fiery, determined, going after what it is that you want, not letting anything stand in your way, not letting anyone stand in your way. Could be going for somebody who's fiery and determined and knows what they want. Either way, you know what you want for this year. That's what you're going after. You're going after what you want, your fire, your passion, your creativity. You're a little cocky, too, because he's a little cocky on this card. Like, you know you're going to have it. You know you're gonna get what it is that you want. You're going to create whatever it is that you want. So, you know, that's good. He's kind of sitting on his throne, you know. He's got his own power. No one's got his power. He's got his own power. He's taken his power back from other places, things, situations, people. What is Libra's advice? What is Libra's advice for this year? What is Libra's advice currently? The Nine of Pentacles. So independent within yourself. Not of a relationship, but within yourself. Independent emotionally. You're not codependent on anything. You're becoming stable and secure, and you're beautiful, and you're standing out there. And look, I mean, even the animals are attracted to you. There's a bird on her hand. She's seeing things from a bird's eye view now, and instead of looking at things just one way. Everything she touches grows. She's getting ready to reap that harvest that she planted, those seeds that she planted. She's very confident. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. She's very grounded. She's very stable. There's a snail on this card, you know, moving at a snail's pace, not jumping into things so quickly. But the snail also carries its home on their back, so, you know, feeling more grounded, feeling more at home, maybe moving home, maybe for some of you. There is a home in the back of this card that you can see. You can barely see it, but it's back there. So, very intuitive too. He following their intuition. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. What is Scorpio currently working on in love? What is Scorpio currently working on in love? The Lovers. So, you're currently working on bringing love in. It is divinely guided. You do know there is a soulmate contract coming in. You can feel it. You can feel something new coming in love. You want something that's balanced, something that's equal, you know, equal give and take. You're both putting in the same amount of time and energy and things toward this. You're wanting something more loving, more caring, more generous. The Lovers is also a choice. So you may be in the middle of making a choice about, you know, maybe letting go of something or whether or not you want to keep it, or maybe bringing in something new. It is divinely guided, though. Okay. What is Scorpio working on currently in love for the week? Currently for the week in love. Opening back up your emotions. You've been through a storm. You know, there's a tsunami wave behind her. And she's walking right through it. She doesn't, not caring for the world. You know what I mean? She's not letting it affect her. She's walking out of the storm into calmer water. She's opening her emotions back up. Maybe a Pisces, because there's a fish in the cup, and fish represent Pisces. But she's happy, and she's ready to go on this new emotional journey. She might be a little roughed up, and she might be a little scared, but she's going forward anyway. She's got a smile on her face. She's ready for a new beginning, ready for a new emotional beginning. And this can be renewing of love that you're already in, that you guys have come through turbulent waters. That could be for some of you. Some of you, it's just walking away from all the gossip and the drama and all the, you know, things that made your emotions off balance and got you off center and caused a bunch of waves and caused you to be extremely over emotional. So, alright. What is Scorpio working on for the year currently in love? What is Scorpio working on in the year currently for love? I feel like something fell, but it didn't. Something touched my leg. The Ace of Pentacles. So you're wanting your stability too. You are opening your emotions back up. You're opening your heart back up. But you want something stable, something grounded, something successful. And Divine is bringing that in because this is an ace. This is a new beginning. More grounded, more stable, more successful. Going after the gold, I heard. I don't usually hear that on this card. Going after the gold. So you want something bigger than what you've had because this pentacle is big, you know. Maybe you settled in the past for less than what you deserved. This is your worth. Your worth is huge. You're very worthy of what it is that you want. Maybe you were just settling for crumbs in the past. And, you know, you're working toward getting what you deserve this time. More stable, more grounded, more long-term. So, and Divine is telling you that you can grow anything that you touch because see the green in this card, anything you touch can turn to gold. Okay, what is Scorpio's advice for the year currently? Temperance. So they're telling you to be patient. Divine is telling you your advice is to be patient. Be patient with them. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the person. Be patient with the situation. They are mixing the cups in the background, you know, taking two things and combining them into one. And they're very balanced because there's one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. So emotions aren't taking over. Grounding isn't taking over. They're not too grounded. They're not too emotional. They're pretty calm and pretty balanced. You got your getting your chakras in alignment, coming into alignment with what it is that you want. And Divine is working on what you want. You have to trust them. It's being overseen by them. They heard what you wanted. They've heard your wishes. And they've got to move things out of the way. You know, move the obstacles out of the way. So that's what they're doing in the background. Mixing things up, moving things. So that you can get what it is that you want. The only thing they're telling you to do is open your emotions back up. Get back in your love center. Unblock your heart. And go for your dreams. You can have a loving soul contract. You can have something that's long-term and stable. Okay. Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius currently working on? What is Sagittarius currently working on in love? Seven of Wands. Standing up for what you believe in. That's what you're currently working on. No matter what anyone else says or feels or thinks, you're standing up for what you believe in. You're being authentic with yourself. You're holding the competition back. You're above the competition. So, you're fighting for your own beliefs right now. Maybe a little guarded, because he is kind of on guard there. But you're standing higher than you think you are right now. You have no competition is what I heard. There's no competition. They can't bring to the table what you bring. So, that's what I also heard. They don't have what you have. There is no competition. So, go forward with your passions. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't let anything shake that. What is Sagittarius working on for the week? Page of Swords. So, guard it. You can see they're guarded there. Ready to cut out anything that doesn't serve them. very triggered. Like, if something triggers you, you're not gonna be, you're not gonna take your time to cut it out. You're gonna cut that out because you're standing on guard there. This is also studying. He's studying something before he cuts it out, but he ain't hesitant to cut it out. He's going on a new journey. He's starting something new. He's studying too. This can also be your stalker card, you know. Someone could be studying you, you know, trying to decide what to do with you too. And there is an eagle on the chain there, so getting a bird's eye view, seeing things more clearly. And the sword does bring clarity. You know, it is your intuition. It is your clarity. But it is also a double-edged sword. So maybe using your words to cut something out or to stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. Okay. Yeah. No. Good. Yeah. For the week. Got a little lost. Okay. What is Sagittarius currently working on in love for the year? Thank you. Mending your broken heart. This heart has 3 swords in it. So, you know, backstab, betrayed, left for dead, you know, by somebody, third party interference, third parties. Um, could have also broke your own heart, because I heard that. Done something that broke your own heart, but you're healing, you're getting over this. So, this is what you're working on currently, right now, for the year. And it doesn't have to stay this way. Like, it could be something more. But this is one of the things you're working on. Getting over the betrayal, getting over, you know, the backstab, cutting out the things that no longer serve you. And that's why he's trigger happy. Like, even start fucking with me and I'm cutting you out. Like, I'm not dealing with any of the bullshit. Because you're tired of the heartbreak. You're tired of being hurt. You're tired of feeling left out, you know, abandoned and betrayed. So, what is Divine's advice for Sagittarius? What is Divine's advice for Sagittarius? Healing, wish fulfillment, going after your dreams, having healing waters, being vulnerable, you know, taking a risk, you know, and opening your heart and going for things that you want, not allowing other things to hold you back, not being ashamed of taking a new journey, of being open and being vulnerable. The stars are aligning for you in here. So Divine is making this happen. They're aligning everything up right now for your wish fulfillment. They want you to focus on your healing. They also want you to focus on what you've learned from the past and use that to help yourself and apply it in your life going forward, but also to pour that knowledge out to other people. How did you do it? You know, show other people how you did it. Pour that knowledge out to them and set that knowledge at their feet. You can't make them take it, but you can set it at their feet, and they can choose free will whether or not to pick it up and use it. So, it's a very important thing for you. The star is also Aquarius, so, and it is, Pluto has moved into Aquarius, so there's going to be a lot more out-of-the-box thinking and a lot more rebellion, and we're good to that. And, going up against authority, and it worldwide, yes, it's going to happen worldwide. You're going to see it. There's no escaping it. But this is also, you know, like rebelling against what you were taught by your parents, by the authority figures in your life, the belief system that you grew up with. You know, you weren't good enough, Don't do that because, you know, you might get hurt. You know, you got to protect yourself. You know, coming out of that way of thinking too. And that is helping you heal. And that's what their advice is. So, okay. Capricorn. What is Capricorn currently working on? What is Capricorn currently working on? Boy, I can feel the energy drain. What is Capricorn currently working on? Still picking myself up. Okay. Capricorn is currently working together as a team, planning, plotting, strategizing, coming up with a new plan, getting creative, getting back into their passions, maybe leading, you know, leading other people. Because, I mean, I usually don't get that, but if you think about the Three of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck, one person is standing up on a bench higher than everybody else, and the other two are watching them. So maybe leading, maybe you're planning and plotting and strategizing about, you know, something you want to lead people, heal people, help people. Very independent, very secure within yourself, because there's a cat on here, which is independent. You have the feather, you know, which is like signs from above, divine, your past on loved ones, you know, supporting you, showing you that they're supporting you. You're creating something. So, that's what Capricorn's currently doing. What is Capricorn currently working on for the week in love? Capricorn currently working on for the week in love. Where am I at on this? Oh, Lord. Capricorn currently working on for the week in love. Knowing your own self-worth, knowing that anything outside of you does not complete you. You may be indulging, so be careful with that, overindulging. Careful how much you eat and you drink, you know, don't overdo it. But knowing that you're your own wish fulfillment, eating the harvest that you planted and you picked, eating your own harvest, getting your own harvest, and that's what it's what you're working on for the week. Knowing that you have no lack. There is no lack. There's no such thing as lack. We're all born with the birthright of having everything we ever wanted. So, yeah, looking at our value, you know. And when you do this, then the Ten of Cups comes next. Because you already have your wish fulfillment. You don't need anything else outside of you. And that's when it comes in. So, what are they working on? What is Capricorn working on currently in love for the year? What are they currently working on in love for the year? Nine of Wands. So, there was another sign that had that. And I could have swore that was... Cancer, I believe it was. I think. I don't know. Anyway, you may be connected to a Cancer. I think it was Cancer. Don't hold me to that. Anyway, Wounded Warrior. You know, standing guard, being guarded. You know, you're coming out of that. I believe you're working on, you know, not feeling guarded anymore. Realizing that, you know, you've won all these battles back here. You know, you've already won them. You don't have to win every single battle. It's about the war, not the battle. Knowing that God has you on the front lines for a reason. Like, his strongest are on the front lines. You know, they're the ones that got to take the hit first before the ones that are weaker and less fortunate in the back get to it. And they're the leaders. So they're going to lead the people in the back and help the people in the back become stronger. So kind of like, pouring out the knowledge, pouring out the wisdom, setting it at other people's feet so that they can pick it up and help themselves and heal themselves, and they can become stronger and come to the front. But you're on the front line because God knew that he could depend on you. He knew that you were going to pick yourself back up. He knew that you were strong. It's not just about you having faith in him. He also has faith in you, and that's why he puts you on those front lines. And yes, you are battled, you are weak, you are wounded, you are coming out of that. Um, but you're gonna go on the fool's journey. You're gonna take a new journey. You're gonna do something new this year. Like, you're gonna take a risk. You're gonna get in your fire and your passion and your creativity, and there's gonna be growth. Because look at the growth on those wands. You're going to grow something. You don't need to guard the battles of the past. You don't need to guard yourself. Open yourself back up. Take a risk and go on that journey. So, what is the advice for Capricorn? What is the advice for Capricorn? I thought I was ready for this, but I may not be completely ready. Because I'm just feeling really, really drained. But I want to get it out there, Go within. The mind is telling you to go within. Get a different perspection. Goodness gracious. Perception. Look at it from a different point of view. That light bulb moment, and you're going in, you're tapping into divine, you're tapping into yourself, you're listening to yourself, you're getting quiet, you're maybe quieting things down around you, focusing more on you, and trying to see things from a different perspection. I don't know, I give up. But when you get that, you're going to cut yourself out of that tree. And you are getting that light bulb moment. You're going to cut yourself out of that tree and you're going to move forward. And they're just telling you to be patient and take time out to go within. Take time out to look at things from a different perception, a different point of view, a bird's eye view. See it from a different angle. So... Okay, Aquarius. What is Aquarius currently working on in love? What is Aquarius currently working on in love? The Chariot. Aquarius is moving forward. Aquarius is getting her ducks in a row. Because, these horses are kind of going one way and the other way, and he's got to align them and bring them back together and go for one target, go straight to one place, get out of indecision. I feel like you're doing that, tapping more into your intuition, and you're moving forward at a fast pace, like you're just ready to go. You're ready for something new. You're ready for new beginnings. You're ready to start fresh. Maybe rushing to meet someone, or rushing to rushing toward love instead of running away from it. You may be rushing toward it, even if in the past you felt like you wanted to give up. You may actually be opening up and rushing toward it. You're getting a balance over your light and your dark, your negative self-talk and your positive talk. You're realizing that your shadow side, like, it's not weakness. The shadow is there to protect you. Without the shadow, you cannot have the light. Without the light, you cannot have the shadow. Where do your epiphany moments come from? Out of the darkness. The light bulb lights up. You get your epiphany moments. You get that aha moment. The switch comes on, however you want to say it. But I feel like you're getting that, and you're rushing forward, and you're not allowing anything to stop you. getting in that chariot and you're moving forward. You're moving on. What is Aquarius doing for the week currently? What is Aquarius doing for the week? What are they working on for the week currently? Okay. Bringing in their stability. So even though I feel like you're opening up toward love, I do feel like you're also bringing in your stability. You're looking at your value. You're knowing your worth. You're wanting security. You're wanting something stable. You're wanting something long-term. You're looking at the offers before you rush into it. Yes, you are rushing forward with your heart open and more centered and more balanced and getting your ducks in a row. But I feel like you want stability when that comes in too. So I feel like you're working on your security and you're looking at your value, and you're not going to take anything that isn't not worth your value. You know, you're not going to accept nor give anything of lesser value. So, and you're examining it very carefully. So although you may move toward love, you may rush toward it, you will still take your time, and you will probably build on your finances and your career and your dreams and what you want in life. So, that's what you're working on for the week right now. What is Aquarius working on for the year? What is Aquarius currently working on in love for the year? And one more. Aquarius, there's something you're not seeing that you need to see. There's something Divine's trying to offer you, but you're not paying attention to it. The past meant something to you, because the cups are standing, but you're not even focused on that. Like, you are, not fulfilled. Like, he's not fulfilled. He's missing something. He's lacking something. So, Aquarius, I think what you're actually working on, though, is coming out of this mentality. Not seeing what's right in front of you. I think that's what you're working on. Because, yes, this does represent not seeing what's in front of you, but it's what you're working on for the year. So you're working on coming out of that mentality, coming out of that energy, getting more in tune with yourself, listening more to the divine, seeing what divine has to offer you, taking that chance, taking that challenge, you know, getting your wish fulfillment, being in things that fulfill you more than what you have in the past. Overflowing with emotions and love, because there's a waterfall in this, and I've never seen that before. Well, I've seen it, but I've never gotten a hit off of it before. So your emotions are overflowing, and they're steadily running into this river. And once they get into this river, like, they're calming down, getting pretty calm. So, there's also waterfalls in the back coming off of these mountains and these rocks too. So, coming through turbulent waters, I believe, you know, going into calmer waters, starting to open up to what divine has to offer you. And you could be in meditation a good bit this year too, because he's just sitting there with his arms crossed, you know. Okay, so what is Aquarius's advice for the year currently? What is Aquarius's advice for the year currently? Thank you. Rush forward. Rush forward. Don't let anything hold you back. Rush forward with your truth. Speak your truth. Bring your truth out. Bring your truth to light. Bring your truth to the world. Open up. Don't hold back. In this card, he's holding back. So you're not going to be holding back anymore. Your advice is to speak it. No matter what anybody thinks. Bring your own truth. Bring your authentic self. The world needs to hear your truth. Rush forward. Um, Very fiery, very passionate, because there's red in this card too. And the clouds are clearing from in front of his face, so he's seeing clearly. He has a message. He's bringing a message. He's also cutting out everything that doesn't serve him. And maybe teaching other people how to do that too, you know. Because Aquarius is very tapped in, very in tune with the divine. They're getting downloads. They're working through them. They see things in a different light. They're outside of the box thinkers. They think for themselves. They don't allow other people to tell them how they should be or what they should do. They challenge authority. They challenge the rules. Um, they want to see things for themselves. They're not just going to take somebody at their word that this is how it should be, or they're very rebellious. They're freedom people. Like, their spirits are free. If you try to imprison an Aquarius, then they're going to break free. They're not going to stay imprisoned in that little box. They're not going to stay in something they feel controlled in. They have to be tree huggers, and they're humanity. They help humanity. They're about humanity. So they got to have a partner that they feel, allows them to be free-spirited and be who they are, and doesn't try to change them, but also kind of challenges them and challenges the mind. So you're being told to rush forward with your truth. Stand up for what you believe in. Last but not least, Pisces. Just enough energy to get Pisces done. So, what is Pisces currently working on for the week? What is Pisces currently working on for the week? Okay, I just said that one. Alright, Pisces. You are currently working on being the Emperor. No, you know your worth. You know who you are. You know what you want. You're going for what you want. You're not going to let anything stand in front of you. You're determined. You want that Empress, because the Emperor is the match to the Empress. You want that Empress. You want that higher love. And that's what you're currently working on. You want the family and the home and the kids and the happiness and the joy. Some of you may be watching your grandkids, playing too, because the Emperor, he's more mature. And it's not saying that your other people aren't. He's been through a lot. He's learned a lot. He's gained a lot of wisdom. He stands in his truth. He stands for what he wants. He goes after what he wants. So, can be a little cocky and a little manipulative. So watch that. A little bit controlling. So watch that. But that's what you're working on right now. Becoming the Emperor. What is Pisces working on for the week currently in love? What is Pisces working on in the week currently in love? Temperance, patience, letting divine mix things up, standing in his power, knowing what he wants, wanting to go after it, but holding himself back because he knows divine is working on something. Divine is moving something out of his way. It's divinely guided. He knows that. He's very intuitive. He has all 12 of the zodiac signs in him. He's very wise, very grounded and balanced. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. He knows there's a rainbow at the end. Follow the rainbow. There's a pot of gold at the end. He could be seeing an illusion too, but it doesn't mean he can't make his dreams come true. But you just got to be patient and go with the flow. The water's flowing. I haven't heard that on that before. Just be patient while divine mixes and moves things and moves obstacles out of your way for love. Okay. What is Pisces currently working on in love for the year? Pisces currently working on in love for the year. Coming out of indecision. Pisces has been indecisive, not knowing which way to go, having their heart blocked, not wanting to choose a path because they can't see. No, they're tapping more into their intuition because they are blindfolded. But they're coming out of indecision. They're going to choose a path and move forward on that path and stay steady. And it may not be this way or that way. You may just carve your own path, you know, because if he turns around, he sees he can go across that water. That water's not very high. You can go across that water to that other land. You've been sitting on things for a while, and I'm sure your ass hurts because, you know, she's sitting on a brick. She's sitting on rock. So there's something you've been wanting to make a decision on, but you've been sitting on it because you've been out of balance. You haven't known which way to go. You've been torn. You need to know that no matter what you choose is not wrong. It doesn't matter what you choose. Whatever you choose is right for you. So don't sit and stress so much. I feel like that's what you're coming out of. I think you're going to tap more into your intuition and let the divine guide you. Let your higher self guide you. God guide you. So what is the advice for Pisces? Advice for Pisces for the year currently in love. What is the advice for Pisces currently in the year in love? This is backstabbed, betrayed, left for dead, going through a transformation. Divine is telling you you're going to be going through a transformation this year. You are, the sun is coming up, pushing the darkness away. You're going to pull one of these swords out of your back this year, and you're going to cut out anything and everything that does not serve you. Anything and everything that has betrayed you, made you feel less than, made you feel unworthy. You're going to put a stop to this kind of energy this year. That's their advice, to put a stop to this kind of energy this year. And you could be betraying yourself, backstabbing yourself, hurting yourself, you know, your beliefs, because thoughts, you know, swords are thoughts, they're beliefs, they're your belief system. You could be changing your whole belief system and going through a complete transformation. But I heard you're going to come out on top, you know. Watch this energy. Watch this energy within yourself. No negative self-talk, Pisces. Stay positive. Know that better days, brighter days are coming. Okay, guys. Well, that was that. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you like this. Because if you like this, I will do more of these kinds of videos. And if I'm not getting feedback, then I'll scrap it and go somewhere else. Because if you guys aren't giving me feedback, then I don't know if you like it. I don't know if you don't. And I want to bring something different to the channel. I've not seen these kind of readings out there. I've seen, you know, dailies. I've seen weeklies. I've seen yearlies. But I haven't seen current yearlies. Not set in stone, you know. Because nothing is set in stone. It's our choices that decide our path, and others' choices. We have free will. So you can get a yearly, but that doesn't mean it's going to end up that way, you know? It depends. Depends. So, anyway, I love you, my worthy kings and queens and empresses and emperors. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later.